I looked over the empty tubs of Ben & Jerry's and the potato chip bags, the fast food trash littering the kitchen counter. It had been 3 days since John walked out. He said he'd only be gone a week, that we couldn't afford a mortgage and rent while we worked out the divorce. But for now, I was alone. So I did what I've always done for 43 years whenever anything went wrong. I buried my feelings in food. And here I was again, disgusted with myself, feeling sorry for myself, wanting to stop, but just eating and eating and eating. How dare he? I asked myself as I walked one labored step at a time to the bathroom. How dare he when he hadn't looked at me like he loved me or given me a reason to care about how I looked in almost a decade? And it's not like he was in great shape or anything, chugging his beers every night. And I won't even get into the fact that he hadn't touched me, much less bothered to have sex with me, unless I threw myself at him in so long I didn't even want to remember. And then I looked in the mirror, and maybe for the first time, I really saw her. The fat, sad woman I'd become. The fat, sad woman I'd stopped loving way before John did. I can't do this anymore, I moaned between gasping sobs. I have to do something. And that's when I decided I'd had enough. This time would be different. This time I would lose the weight and keep it off. What's that old whatever it is? Looking good is the best revenge. I wasn't going to look good. I was going to look great. I was going to make him gnaw his heart out and then tell him I didn't want him because he was too old and too weak and too fat. No matter what it took, I would get my body back. I would get myself back. And most of all, I would get my revenge on John and Tara. On every man and woman who'd made me feel ashamed of myself for being fat since I gained my baby weight with my first child and never managed to lose it. And do you know what happened then? I bet you do. I bet it's happened to you. I picked myself up and told myself this time would be different. And this time I would have the self-control. And just like every other time I tried to diet, I failed. Miserably. I still remember how much I beat myself up for not being able to control myself before I learned this secret. I mean, weight loss is simple, right? Skinny people tell you that all the time. What's the basic advice they always give you like it's something new? Eat less, exercise more. Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but no matter how much I try to get into the habit and become one of those annoying people who love the gym, personally, I hate exercise. I hate going to work out and feeling like a blob compared to the younger women in their tight little yoga pants. Besides, I have 2 kids and a job. How the heck am I supposed to find time to take a stairway to nowhere on one of those machines every week? And as for food, I don't know if it's like this for you, but I love food. I love it, and in a weird way, I always felt like it loved me too. I mean, my whole life. Food is what comforts me when life gets so hard. Like when my teenage daughter got pregnant her junior year of high school. Food is how I celebrate when times are good, like when she graduated with honors anyway. Food is how I show love to my family and my kids. And here's the first thing you have to learn for this to work. Food is not the enemy. You don't have to starve yourself to lose weight. In fact, that will just make you fatter long term. Do you want to know why every diet you've tried has failed in the past? It's not because you're weak. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because all those diets, when you get right down to it, were created by skinny people who actually like exercising and like eating like rabbits. They don't love food the way you and I do. They don't understand what it means to give up a part of yourself by turning meal times that should be joyous into another torturous session of depriving yourself. And that's why none of those diets have worked for you. Because they turn food and your lack of willpower into the enemy, when really, when it comes to weight loss, food is a woman's best friend. And you probably need to start eating more, not less, if you want to lose weight. So promise me right now that you'll give up on this idea that food is the enemy and that your weight is somehow your fault. Only then can I show you the secret that's helped so many thousands of women get their revenge already. Women like Sharon. I mean, just look at Sharon. Look at those pictures. Look how happy she is. Now, after her husband left her for someone else, she's with a guy several years younger than herself, and she's so happy and confident with the weight she's lost and the body she has. Congratulations, Sharon. I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh, I haven't even introduced myself. Hi, my name is Joni. I don't think I ever actually said that yet. Yes, that was really me in the pictures. And the reason I just shared so much intimate information about myself is because I want you to know that I get it. I've beat myself up just like you have. I've been there. And I want you to know, if you've ever felt worthless,